Yeah, holy, what's gonna be your boy Rompus here with the top 5 runner tier list per se, more so just like the top 5 of who I think in all of One Piece Bounty Rush, who is going to be the best runners that you could possibly use to give yourself the best chance of getting a win in this game. Now, this is not to argue, it's not to fight with nobody, so if you disagree, that is perfectly fine, but I think in my opinion, these are kind of going to be your top candidates for getting you a win in One Piece Bounty Rush. But real quick, if you guys can check out the links in the description, make sure you check out my Twitch and my Discord. We'll be chilling. We have lots of fun in those as well. So if you want to, that's fine. But if you don't, that's fine too. So let's move on. Let's dive into our number 5 I'm going to start from bottom to top. So number 5 position is going to be actually kind of just a variety of different honorable mentions. So we have a variety of different people from Soba Mask. We have Whole Cake Island Brook. And then I would throw Dressrosa Usopp in there, but given we're more into a blue meta, that kind of sways off of that. So since there's so many blues being played, Usopp's kind of like fallen off because he kind of destroys the greens and he was meant to sit there and destroy Roger and Oden. And instead, we have all these blues now, like the Luffy's are running amok. So really, Usopp doesn't really actually kind of sit there. So I'm actually kind of going to take him off. But mainly like Soba Mask, Whole Cake Island Brook. And then there's a few other choices that are definitely up there and can be close and competitive, but probably Whole Cake Island Brook and Soba Mask are definitely probably like your number 5s. You have random people who can come in clutch very well, like Orabi is a very strong, very fast runner, and just like there's a variety of different options that can compete and can do very well and do different circumstances, like Miss Golden Week as well. But I think since so many people have anti-status effect, I kind of didn't put Golden Week on here, so some of you may disagree with me, but she could definitely be a candidate for like the top 5 chances to winning because she is invincible and there's chances where she will be the best runner out of all of these. So depends on what the enemy team has and what you guys have. Next up, all right, now number 4 for this. Now some of y'all may see me like dumpstering this kid because I know a lot of players are actually kind of very bad at using him, but I do actually think who else, like what your other options are for him. He does happen to be one of the better choices that you can make, and it's going to be the Prime Rayleigh. So he's a blue runner, he fits into the blue meta, he has knockbacks, he has dashes, he has the reset dodge, all these like things that can like help him. He has the multiple slaps ability as well. So he's got a variety of different options. Now there's people like Roger that move him, but given Roger's an attacker, he's not necessarily supposed to beat Roger. So it's kind of fair in that sense. Fair. But Rayleigh, like actually is very capable runner. Always working both sides necessary on the deal with knockback. So if your defender who doesn't have the knockback to knock down, then Rayleigh's going to knock you off the flag, and then he's going to take the flag and just win the game. So unfortunately, that's just like how it is. Like, but he's actually like runs amok to a lot of defenders and can be very annoying to deal with. And he's very fast too. His basic attacks, instead of just running, his basic attack around, and then he just like runs away and can do that as well. So like Rayleigh, kind of very obnoxious to deal with. It is what it is, but that's whatever. Running up number 3 is our boy Oden Poryu. Now this kid has been very obnoxious, very annoying. Because he is EX title kind of is what puts him above Rayleigh in a sense. But obviously, if there's someone like Kainu, probably Oden, Rayleigh will actually be able to have a chance of fighting a Kainu. Just depends on who you're against. But Oden, as you can see in my game here, I'm actually a level 66 Oden. I am decently capable at running around and taking flags. My damage and my HP, like I'm not going to be tanky, so I'm going to be dying a good chunk. But overall, I can run around, I can take flags. You can fly across the map at like Mach speed. Oden has always been very obnoxious, and you have invincibility with your skill 1, so you can just zoom, and like it's not just invincibility, it allows you to be invincible and run away or move wherever you need to move, and or just hit them back. So really, it's a like crazy get out of jail free card. I actually hate it. It is so obnoxious to work with and deal with. Oden's actually insanely strong and a very, very good unit. He's always been running amok for the meta now for like over a year. I think I had to look at the date. But my god, he can take flags extremely fast. He destroys defenders. He has so much damage increase to defenders. So many defenders can't even hold the flag against him. He can sit there and he can keep wailing on them and eventually just whittle them down and kill them. Now, if they're like not tanky or not damage dealing defenders, there are defenders and there's people who can actually fight back and kill him. But in general, Oden is like a very strong go-to. He has so much damage increase to the defenders, so he actually destroys a lot of them and can destroy nearly all of them with ease. So watch out for Oden on the map. If you need an easy runner, like we always said, Roger's generally good at like destroying people and fighting and killing like other characters. But Oden's generally your way to win games because he's just faster and can just take flags. And he has his traits protecting him while he's capping a flag. So you need a knockback. Now the game has been flooded with knockbacks since he's come out because of that trait. But he's still, there's sometimes if you waste your knockback, then you're just kind of stuck and you literally can't stop him from taking the flag, which is the worst feeling in the world. But it is actually like tremendously useful and works very well. So Oden is our number 3. There's a reason why I put number 2 above him. I'm sure you guys will guess. But yeah, so Oden coming in at number 3. Now let's move on to number 4. All right, you guys, for this one, our Yamato is going to be my number 4 person. The reason I put her above Oden was the fact that she kind of can stand a little bit better of a chance against Akainu and Roger. She has traits that are better suited to fight those. Now, it is a blue meta, so that does kind of hurt her, but in general, there's a lot of EXs being played. It is a lot of EX Luffys, but there's a lot of Rogers still and a lot of Akainus as well. So keeping an eye out for those, you can kind of run around. You do have the same traits as Oden when you're capping a flag pretty much, and people like Dolphy can't even like stop you from taking a flag because he doesn't even have knockback. So really, like in a way, in some manners, she's a better form of Oden, and she does have her little club skill. I mean, they're both the same exact skill pretty much, just one's a counter and one's not. She can travel across the map very fast too. So she doesn't have a movement speed buff, but I don't think. And then she just can dash across the map. So, and she actually hits really hard. If you proc that counter, you're going to be taking a fat amount of damage unless you're a really like tanky defender. So keep that in mind. Just watch out for that. Yamato, and she has heals. She is the damage reduction. She actually does very gnarly amounts of damage. Yamato is very annoying to deal with, and she's just kind of one of those rats that's always fat capping and always like kind of obnoxious to deal with. Plus, you can't tell the difference between her skills. Whether she's using her charge attack or she's using her counter, you don't know which one, so you don't know whether you can hit her or not, because they're the exact same, which drives me nuts. And they were actually, I don't know if that's good or bad that they made them the exact same, but that's kind of what makes her good, is because you can't tell if she's countering or not. So Yamato is definitely up there in our number 4 character. She will get you lots of wins, just like Oden. I don't know if I would say which one's more mobile between Oden and Yamato, but Yamato's just kind of a little bit tankier and can kind of survive a little bit more, because Luffy's going to be one-shotting Oden if he lands his tremor skill. So watch out for that EX Luffy and stuff. But we can move on to our number 1 position. All right, you guys, for our number 1 position. Now this one, some of y'all may question me on this, but I definitely think he fits into this category because he's so universal, is the stupid EX Luffy. And when I say stupid, it's just because he's so broken. It's actually insane. He's a very, very strong unit, very overpowering. The fact that he can transform classes makes him even better, so he does qualify as a runner. But the EX Luffy, literally one-shot skill into one-shot skill into one-shot skill into one-shot skill. Like, everything does so much damage, it's ridiculous. He has the attack plus. He has the class transformation, so he is an attacker or he is a runner, which allows him to be in his Snake Man form. That's when he is a runner, so he can get the cap speed and he can take flags as he needs. The thing is that he has over most runners is that he can basically kill or one-shot any other unit with ease. Like, it's not a problem. He has no troubles with that. So, like, overall, EX Luffy is the, like, go-to. Like, there's a reason they made him, like, crazy expensive. For those of you that don't know, it costs, like, 2.5K, like, dollars to actually get a guaranteed form of him, which is actually very expensive. Like, that's not cheap. That's not an easy price. Oh my god. So EX Luffy, if you manage to get him, oh, time to wake up. If you manage to get EX Luffy, then he definitely will carry you and you can get very far with him, and you'll climb the ranks with him. That's like literally everything that can do like of him. So if you can get him, best of luck. Good luck to you. If you don't get him, well, or you're going to be surviving just like me, because I don't care to pull for him because it's way too expensive. All right, you guys, that is my top 5 runner kind of tier list per se. Let me know what you guys think of down below. I'm not sure. Like, let me know if you guys disagree on whether I'm allowed to put Luffy in here. I honestly think he's the number 1. He really is a runner who can be a runner, and so he's going to be killing everything. He's just taking flags, so like he does like what a runner can do, but just like better. So let me know what you guys think of that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So that's all I have for you guys. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe if you did enjoy. If you didn't, that's fine too. Also, check out my links down below, my Discord, my Twitch. I would appreciate it if you follow, join those. But if you don't, that's fine too. I'm your boy Puss, and I'm gonna be taking off. Yeah, hurry! Peace, beautiful people.